Hey guys, I'm Steve and welcome to my channel where we talk about the joys of the stock market investing and long-term dividend gain. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always guys, welcome back. Listen guys, 2023, in my opinion, is set to be a very, very turbulent time for the stock market. And it will also make a lot of people, it'll be the first stone to be turned, where a lot of investors with small portfolios can expect big gains and a rapid shift in their financial well-being moving forward, you know, depending on what type of investor they are. Now, the reason why I bring this up is today I want to talk a little bit about why 2023 is a year that everybody that's interested in stock market investing should have an account. Now, I'm not an advocate for any specific investment company or mobile app, because there are mobile apps out there, but I am, you know, an advocate of investing, meaning it's changed my life, and hopefully it'll change some of you guys out there, and some of my viewers that watch me has already changed your life, and you can put it in the comment section at the end of the video, after watching the video, where others could see. And in addition to that, I want to just tell you guys, if you could, smash the thumbs up button, whether you agree with everything I say or not, because this is one of those videos I really want to get out and have a lot of people, have it be introduced to a lot of people, and we'll see where it goes. But listen, I'm going to talk a little bit about 2023. Like I said, it'll be a serious change for a lot of investors with smaller accounts and people just getting into the stock market. Will it be turbulent? Yes, it will be turbulent. You know, we're in a recession. Well, they say we're in a recession, then they say we're not in a recession, but we don't know. But listen, some analysts saying we ain't even got to a recession, but that's neither here nor there. The bottom line is this: the stock market right now is turbulent. A lot of people are selling. A lot of people are panic selling. A lot of people saying, "Hey, I'm not buying those certain stocks or this and that." Me, I'm guilty as that as well, but I have a seasoned account that I don't want to jeopardize, you know, from my experience moving forward. But there are some very good deals out there and very good starter stocks that are for the low, you know, that you could invest in to get your portfolio and your financial future secure and rolling moving forward. So I don't want to stop anybody from that. But, you know, what prompted me to do this video is I just came from Wells Fargo, which is a bank that I own, you know, stock in. And I was sitting there, and the lady across the desk was filing for a credit card. And then there was a gentleman over here, and the other desk, he was talking about something with the stock market. And he was talking to the person. He asked the lady how long she'd been there. She was like 8 years. He said, "How much stock of Wells Fargo do you own?" And the lady was like, "Nah, I was thinking about doing it, but I never really thought about jumping into it." And I'm saying to myself, you've been at Wells Fargo for 8 years and you have no stock in the company. I don't understand how that is. Then it clicked in my head. A company's not going to tell you to invest in their stock market. I mean, in their stock, and invest in their stock a lot of times. Now, some companies do offer stock options depending on what the company is. But for the most part, a lot of guys out there and girls, you guys are working at companies that are very good blue chip companies, and you have no idea that you could have ownership in it by just buying stock, because stock is ownership of the company. You're not just a worker. And there's like a lot of opportunities out there that we have at jobs that we go and do 9 to 5 and give the best of our time. We could get really something back by investing into the company. And when I say certain companies, let's say UPS, FedEx is another company. You see a lot of Amazon people working out here for Amazon. And I don't know if they even being introduced to stock, because, you know, most jobs you have, they just want you to come there and work and not, and talking about investment, that's a little off limits to them because you're not there for that. And that's not the person them hiring you. So, I mean, it's a lot of things out here, guys, that we're not even paying attention to or have been introduced to. And that's why I wanted to bring this video up today. Besides real estate, another millionaire method of making money is the stock market. And if you do it correctly, and you can do it correctly, it's easier than you think. if you do it correctly, with just a little bit of research and understanding, it will go a long way with taking you to a level of finance that you never achieved. I'm proof of that. I started investing with $36. And now since then, over 8 years, I've accrued well over 6 figures in my portfolios. And if I can do it, I'm a regular guy. If I can do it, anybody can do it. And that's what's amazing about this. And the thing is this, you know, I like in the stock market and me understanding it and wanting to spread it to you guys as a child when he learns something new. Say a child learns a new word or he learns a new trick and he gets adulation from his parents, or where he wants to show it off that he's learned something. Hey, look at me, look what I learned. It's almost like that. Now, I'm not liking myself to a child, but the knowledge that I gave, that I've been received, and you know, people share it with me for free, it's only right I give that out. If I can help somebody or educate somebody a little bit, you know, to pivot their life in a positive direction, these videos are all well worth it, guys. So, I mean, I keep going to say getting into it, but I mean, I really wanted to talk a little bit about it. It's a millionaire method of making money. When they say the rich get richer, a lot of times they talking about when the market is down, people are buying. When the market goes up, people are selling out of greed. Fear and greed controls a lot of things in life, including the market. But if you have patience, resilience, and understanding with a little bit of discipline, you'll go a long way. Money can be made really quick. All it takes is discipline and just a little bit of study. And when I say a little bit of study, I mean a little bit of study. I learned how to do all this in 2 months. And it's very addictive. Once you learn how to start investing in stock companies, a lot of times you don't even want to spend money no more. And that was one of the high points for me. Like I said, 2023 is going to change a lot of people's for the financial best. This is one of the top millionaire methods of making money. Anybody you see with millions of dollars, whether it's in real estate or not, hope they might not have made their money in the market, but they keep their money in the market. Because if you got 20 or 30 million dollars net worth in cash, it's not in no bank. Trust me. It's in securities, paper assets, stocks, bonds. Because that they know money's made to be multiplied. It's not made to just be spent. A lot of people, we're taught to be consumers, meaning we're taught to spend our money. Every time you look up, there's a commercial telling you to buy something, or telling you you're not in the group if you're not wearing this, or you're not buying that, or real men drive this, or real men drink this beer. It's all that kind of stuff. You got to weed through that. You know, a real person have discipline, whether it's a man or woman. And a lot of times you can learn that in the stock market, and it's easier than you think. Another thing, like I said, it's easy to learn. It took me a couple of months and I was off and running. Now, did I make some mistakes? Yeah, I made some mistakes. You know, but that's time for another video. The market, this is the big thing. Right now, you're hearing a lot of bad things out there. Oh, we're in a recession. Oh, everything's expensive. Oh, you got to save your money. Put your money in the bank. Keep your cash. Keep a lot of cash on you. Don't spend no money. In a way, that's good because it helps the economy come down. But you still have to put your money in the bank. Nobody's carrying cash in their house. So what I do is I keep a minimum amount of cash that I'll be usable for the next 3 months, right? I calculated all my bills for the next 3 months. I have that amount of cash. Now, some of you guys don't have that. I understand that. But the majority of my money is in my investment accounts. And it's working. I put the money to work. You know, our whole life, like I said, we work 9 to 5. We work for money. We never let money work for us. And when you put your money in a stock, what happens is the stock appreciates. Either stock goes up and down, but if you do it right and you invest in something like a dividend stock, like I do, where the stock pays you actual profits that they make from the company because you are owning the company. Stock investing is company ownership. Every 3 months, every month, sometimes they pay every month. And they pay you for holding the stock. And the longer you hold the stock, the more money you get back. The more you put in, the larger your stake in that business. It's simple. We are never taught this. They don't teach us about money in school. A lot of stuff our parents tell us, you know, God bless them. They mean well, but a lot of them have been introduced with some of the stuff I'm telling you guys right now. You know, and I feel privileged that I can get on YouTube and have my own platform and talk about how this thing has changed my life and how it could change yours, and in hopes that I could help somebody. Now, another thing, stocks are cheap right now. Like I said, the markets is in disarray. We got a recession going on. We got inflation. So they're trying to urge, you know, they're raising interest rates. So a lot of banks and other companies can't borrow money. We all know people are getting laid off. We're still in the forefront of this. The vanguard, we're still on the front lines fighting this thing. We early into this bear market. Stocks are going to continue to fall in 2023. And a lot of us that are seasoned investors will be picking up these stocks as they get cheaper. It's just like going to the mall or going anywhere or having like a Black Friday sale where things are outrageously for the low. And this is the situation that we're going to be running into. I mean, you're seeing it now. Some stocks are at viable rates. And it don't take a lot of money to get started, guys. It's free to do. That's the next thing I want to say. It's free to open up a stock account, an investment account. Like on my thumbnail, I named a lot of companies that you could, you know, investment companies that you can go and fill out an application. You can start trading the same day. 20, 25 minutes, depending on how fast you type. I'm slow, so it took me 20, 30 minutes. All you need to do is fill out the application and apply. And they don't deny you or anything unless you have something crazy or you work for the SEC or anything like that. Some of the questions they ask, but anybody can do this. It don't matter if you have bad credit. It don't matter if you got a foreclosure. Anybody can invest and buy a company. That's why it's called the stock market. It's a place where you can go and buy good companies at a price and you're immediately a business owner. I run to a lot of people all the time. Hey, I want to start a business. I want to start a business. I want to start a business. This right here offers you the ability to buy a business without have company ownership without the stress of dealing with employees, having to fire people, etc., etc., etc. It's a win-win. It's very free to do. You fill out the applications. You can do it on your phone. You can do it on a laptop, a PC, or whatever. All you need is an ID and a bank account, guys, in which you can wire the money from there to your account. It's 100% safe and it's easy. And it's a lot, it takes no energy to do. 20, 30 minutes of your day can change your life. You fill it out, boom, you connect it to your bank account. You can start trading the same day a lot of times. I mean, proving that they can verify that it's you. And they're safe. These are registered with the SEC Commission, so they got to be on top of their game. You know, like me, I personally go with Ameritrade and I have a Charles Schwab account for my ETFs. But ever since I did it, it was the best idea I did, and I never looked back. You know, they say in church, they say, oh, well, I want to testify about what God has done for me and this and that. Well, today I want to testify a little bit about how stock market investing has helped me and changed my life for the better. First thing is, I have peace of mind, you know, about my future. I have investments. If the market's up or down, you know, or my investments are red or green, I know I have faith in the companies that I've invested in, that I've brought into, that pay me to hold these companies in the form of a dividend. I feel comfortable about their future. I feel comfortable about how they're ran. You know, it's no scandals. It's no shady business. These are worldwide recognized brands. Companies like Coca-Cola, Hershey's, you know, Clorox. You can look all around you. A lot of products that we use are very good companies. You know, I feel good about that. Another thing is, I don't have the stress. Like I said, I don't have the stress of having to go in the Procter & Gamble board meetings and say, hey, this is what we need to do. I don't have to worry about that. I just work the company, minority stake in the company, and I reap the benefits of those before me that are making executive decisions for the better. And I don't have to worry about it. And what's cool about this, brings me to the third point, is this. I make money in my sleep. It don't get no better than that. Every year, sometimes they raise the dividend. So it's like getting a pay raise without even having a job. or just being ownership, you get a bigger piece of percentage of just owning the stock. Like me, I do long-term dividend investing, meaning I'll buy a company that I know is a bona fide, blue chip, very good company, and I'll never sell it. And I just keep buying shares and buying shares and buying shares. And as I buy shares, what happens is the money I put in, I get a greater deal back. Once the dividends are issued, whether they're annually, semi-annually, or yearly, it doesn't matter. And I feel good about that. Unless something happens where they cut the dividend, and there are companies out here that are known for not cutting the dividend or stopping the dividend for the last 50, 60 years. So I can rest easy knowing I'm getting paid, you know, just for being disciplined and owning a company. It makes me, my last point is this, it makes me ease into retirement a little bit easier. A lot of people out there, like I started, like I'm 49 now. I started when I was 41 years old. Now, luckily, a lot of the chips fell in my favor the way they had to where I could build such an immense amount of funds in my portfolio, you know, and I achieved a lot, but I also missed out on a lot from ignorance and not knowing things. And right now, the reason why I brought up my age is there are a lot of people out there that aren't even planning for their retirement, or, you know, you start to get up in your 40s, and a lot of you guys can attest to this. You start to get up to your 40s, things start breaking down in your body, but you like, you know, you still feel good, or your body starts moving slower, but your mind is still quick, and you can't understand what's wrong. And then it makes you say, you know what? I'm only 40. What happens when I'm 60? You know, what happens to my children? I don't have nothing to leave them. I don't want to be a burden to anybody. What am I going to do when I retire? Because I always have a fear, and I told you guys this on the video before. I have a fear that I don't want to be like one of those older people, and I'm not knocking them. I mean, everybody has to do what they have to do. I don't want to be one of those older gentlemen or ladies at the movie theater sweeping up the floor or tearing the tickets and shaking and all bent over. A lot of people in Walmart, you see like that, a lot of elderly folks in Walmart. I had a lady in Walmart, man, she couldn't even work the register. She was shaking and all kind. It was a mess. And like the line was long, and I felt so bad for the lady. But I mean, everybody's situation is different, and people can succumb to different circumstances. But I mean, I want to be in the best position I can to take care of myself and not be a burden on my children. And I mean, I'm sure you guys out there want to be like that too. But yeah, man, I mean, just investigate. You know, in closing, like I said, it's stress-free for me. I don't have to worry about whether the market's going up and down just because of this type of investor I am. But if it works for me, it can work for you guys. I mean, I'm not telling you to run out here right now and go get an account and not know what you're doing. And I didn't know what I was doing. I said, look, you know what? I'm going to get this account and make myself learn. And it was easier than I thought. It was easier than I thought, guys. But in closing, man, I just want to say, you don't have to be rich to do this. And it will pay off. A lot of you guys are good with money out there. And, you know, you're good with saving money in the bank and stuff like that. But it's a better alternative out there from just leaving your money in the bank. Make your money work for you because you work so hard for it. As always, guys, leave me a comment, man. I love you so much. Thank you so much for spending time with me. 2023 is our year. I know it's my year. I know it's going to be some of y'all year too. But I'm telling you, if it's out there and you want it, you can grab it. So a lot of people saying, hey, I want to jump into the market and stuff. It's prime condition right now. We are in a bear market, and the bull market is right after this. And you make your stake right now. You start building those positions. We don't know how long we're going to be like this. But one thing for sure, the stock market is not a sinking ship. It's just a ship with an engine problem, and it's slowing. Now, as it's slowing and they making the repairs, once this thing gets done, it's full speed ahead into the bull market, and I want everybody to be there. It's our time. You know? Guys, give me a thumbs up. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. As always, man, the subscriptions have been growing. I appreciate you guys so much. Listen, 2023 is our year. Grab that bull by the horns and ride it out. I'll see you in the next video.